All right, the Ferrari's having a good time, apparently. Our radio really wants to play, but today's the day the music died. So everybody wishes they invested earlier in life because that sets you up for money when you need it later in life. It's a fact. Ask anyone that's old. They wish they invested earlier. But the problem with investing is it takes skill, and you don't necessarily have the skill. You don't want to go through the trial and error. Well, that's where today's video sponsor, Titan, is here to help. Titan is an elite investment firm for the everyday investor that aims to deliver the best investment experience in the world in a way that's accessible for all income levels. You'll get courtside seats to award-winning strategies from US-based to international to crypto assets. They built a mobile app and not an ETF or mutual fund because it allows them to explain to you exactly what's happening and how they're managing your money. You'll get direct exposure to their investment manager via video content like Instagram stories. Titan's unique strategy has led them to outperform all major indexes and robo-advisors since inception. Titan manages over $600 million for 30,000 clients and counting. With no performance fees, no lockups, a low flat rate advisory fee, and record-shattering returns, it's no wonder Titan was named Top Advisor of the Year by US News. All it takes is $100 to get started on your journey towards wealth and savvy investing. So get started today at titan.com/SSR. You're going to get your first 3 months of expert investment management fee-free, so zero fees. That's titan.com/SSR. It's a link right below in the description, titan.com/SSR. All right, let's start with what we're looking at here. This is my Ferrari. Some of my Ferrari. And some other cars. This is my Ferrari, and this is my Ferrari, definitely. This is not. I gotta find, because those seats are not my Ferrari. I don't know what they're out of. Oh, those could be the Super seats. Yeah. Because the Supra has no seats. But it is like, that would have to be sanded down and reprimed. But you see, like, as I said, there's drain plugs in the floor. I don't know if that's where it came up. The water sucks, because water finds its way in no matter what. This car, it's got a bunch of electronics in the floor. But, like, I think the way to do all this is to legitimately, like, because I'm hoping the engines and the mechanical components are good. Legitimately swap all the electronics, the entire wiring harness, body control modules, all of that stuff. My Ferrari, I think, is sort of more screwed because, I mean, Giuseppe put all the electronics right here, or most of the electronics, the batteries down there, everything's down here. So all of these computers, modules, cables, connectors, all underwater. So that's not good, not good at all on this one. This one stinks. Let's see, are my shoes dry? No, my shoes got wet. My trunk got wet. That's no fun. So yeah, my trunk got wet, so that's gonna have to come out. I mean, this sucks. For real, even my rollerblades. I need new rollerblades now. Not that that's the largest problem I have. But if you see, the Ferrari has the battery down there. And see, everything's electronics. Electronics, like the worst possible car to get water in it. Because all of these, not cheap. So I'll have to get this thing up to the dealership. I mean, the thing is, like, if you think about it, all cars are effectively salvageable, right? Because it's like the body is good, assuming maybe the engine and transmission, you would take them apart, drain them, and they should be good. Wheels, tires, all that stuff. My NSX got brand new tires. I legitimately have 1 mile on my NSX tires. And we haven't even gotten to the NSX yet, because this is the next one we have to pull apart. But I don't know why there's no particular order in which we're going through these. But this thing's still wet. I mean, this sucks. This absolutely sucks. And not that I care about my personal cars more than like Shavam's car or Shavam's Evo, which is going to get a little rust on everything, which is no fun. Look at this thing. This thing might as well be a boat, the USS Shavam. But, I mean, just like when you start up these cars, we start them up, the water's just firing out of the tailpipes. Now, getting water in the tailpipe, not a really big deal, but because like it doesn't go up into the engine, but it just shows you that water just finds any hole. Anywhere it can go in, it goes in. And when it does, it wreaks havoc. Now, when water gets in the car, I mean, just assume, like, say you have no insurance, water goes in the car. First thing you want to do is get that thing dry as soon as possible, mitigate the damage, pull the seats, pull the carpet, pull the interior, sop up every piece of water you can or every ounce of water you can out of the car. And then you can start surveying what electronics need to be attended to. You can remove all the connectors, dry all the connectors. I would go personally, like the biggest thing that why people say stay away from water cars and flood cars and why insurance companies total them out very quickly is because like the water can sneak up on you down the road. Maybe it starts to corrode wiring harnesses or something like that. So 6 months from then, the top starts going up and down by itself, or so just some wacky stuff. I mean, you remember Shavam's car, the lights are all just on, the key's not even in the ignition. The same thing you're gonna run into like with a car like this. This car, very easy. It makes so much sense to just flush the entire wiring system in this car, dry it out, clean it up, and just flush the entire wiring system because you can't replace this car. So, I mean, I'll take this opportunity to now pull out the stereo system, which it doesn't need. I don't need the amplifier and everything in the back. But the bones of it are good. You get it dry, you clean it up. If it needs any sort of sanding and painting, you sand it and paint it, and next thing you know, you're gonna have a great car. Now this car, I mean, I don't know what's gonna happen with this car, but I will buy it back if that's the case, if there is an insurance total on this one, because it's like my first Supra. I don't like it, it's such a solid car. It's like, I've had it forever, but like same thing, the computers are down. This one, I couldn't even get to take power. The AEM is down here. Like all the computers and everything got wet. But like any frame up restoration, like certain cars are just cars, right? You just scrap it. Your Chrysler LeBaron, get rid of it, junk it. Something like this, I would swap every single nut and bolt on this car with factory nut and bolts or whatever with factory correct or time period correct or whatever. I would put the right parts on this car and make it right again. People buy salvage, smashed up Supras and build up new Supras. This one, I just happen to be starting with a better variant. So all of it sucks. It's a quick update on my personal cars. I think the Ferrari, they're all equally as bad. At least the NSX started up. These two are dead. This Corvette's still down. Corvette getting a new motor, aside from any water damage. That car was down at East Coast Supercharging, so I'll keep you in the loop on that. Happy Labor Day weekend. I will keep you in the loop as far as what ends up happening on all my cars here, what happens on Shavam's car over there, and you know, like you can beat yourself up on stuff, but here there's nothing I could have done differently, and I've got no regrets. Like, it sucks that this happens, right? It sucks to every business around there that's got water or flood damage or anything like that. It sucks, but if you couldn't have done anything differently, this was a smart play. Putting the cars in the warehouse that's never seen a drop of water makes perfect sense when a storm is coming. And nobody saw this coming, and unfortunately everybody got screwed by it. So stay tuned, Rob Ferrari. I will keep you in the loop. I will show you the process. Now, the insurance adjuster didn't even come out for these cars. I just said, like, look, if you guys can't get out here, I got to mitigate this. I can't just sit here and let these things soak for days and days and days until you get a chance to get out here. You take lots of photos, you take lots of videos, you document as much as you can, and you try to get these things correct. Now, even if it's something where the insurance company takes the Ferrari and I don't get it back or anything like that, that could be the case. But like, I don't want to like just abandon it and let the next guy have a bigger problem. I'd rather do what I can to mitigate the loss and try to save. I mean, this is a Ferrari. You want to save whatever you can, because this car is not going to be scrapped. Nobody's going to be like, all right, just go crush it because it's not worth anything anymore. So I'm doing my part, whether or not this thing is with me in 6 months or not. That one probably will be, and that one probably will be. I'd like to have this one with me, but we'll see what happens. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned. We'll let you know how it goes. Bye. There you go. Nope, no water got in there. So you guys are familiar with my other company, Adventure Drives, right? Well, we're going to be going to Scotland in October. We're going to be doing Scotch distilleries, playing golf at St. Andrews if you want to do that, walking around, seeing lakes, waterfalls, driving the North Coast. It's going to be an amazing trip. Prices start as low as $2,500 per person for the shorter trip in Scotland. If you're interested in going, check out the link in the description.